This was the winner of the exciting match with James Green once again from Nebraska. But if you haven't seen this young man right here, the Isaiah Martinez, he has got the skills and he has got some strength. And for a young freshman, you know, I've always talked about this, guys show up. You know, they don't just hand these titles off, because guys like Martinez show up and make it awful difficult for you to go ahead and win national titles and conference titles.
You mentioned freshman. Isaiah Martinez is one of 5 freshmen in the finals today. 3 of those freshmen coming from Ohio State.
Wrestling on mat number 2, the third place match.
Of course, we know what Dylan Ness has been able to do, and he has his style unique to himself. He can attack low. This is a good style matchup here for Martinez. I don't know if Ness will get on his shot right away, but he will attack Martinez's left leg on a low shot. We know he can throw. We know he's tough in the top position, but Martinez just, you watch him and you kind of drift away from it, and then pretty soon you look up and he's just blown the match wide open, like football type scores. 18, 21 points, just getting after it, and it's usually he'll blow open a 5-4 lead into, you know, something really magnificent.
Martinez, dating back to last season, has won 36 consecutive matches.
Slide by attempt there, right into a single leg. There we see that strength of Martinez. And
2 points.
And notice how he was able to hug onto the hips. He and his coach, Mark Perry, have been working on that specifically for Ness. Watched them working on that the day before the tournament. And so far, so good for Martinez.
So the freshman goes out in front. He's seeded number 1. Ness is seeded number 2. Our rankings are the intermat rankings that you see going across your screen on every weight class. They are our partners in rankings, but the numbers you see in the score box are the seeds for the Big Ten tournament.
Well, Dylan Ness is not a one takedown guy. He's not going to take him down once and this is going to be the end of the match. He's going to go down, you know, throwing his best shot, and he's selective. He's been selective this year when he wants to go ahead and attack the flunk. And but Martinez is just so strong and has been coached well enough to be able to cover those hips in the right way, particularly when they go to the mat on a scramble. And that's the interesting battle of this match.
Of course, the coaches, Mark Perry, 2-time NCAA champion, and the nephew of John Smith and Leroy Smith. His dad was an All-American, Mark Perry, at Oklahoma State.
Why is this not working? Why that flunk not working? Because Isaiah Martinez is able to keep Ness's feet off the ground. If you go back and look at that situation, now is probably going to give up. The referee gave the 1-point escape. Even though the arm's quite a ways around the body there, that's kind of an often ignored position. It certainly was an escape.
Dylan Ness, 3-time All-American. His brother Jason, who's in the corner, assistant coach for Minnesota, was an NCAA champion and a 4-time All-American for Minnesota. So he's trying to keep serve or hold serve and become a 4-timer this year.
Yeah, Jason's no stranger to huge comebacks. One of the biggest comebacks you've ever seen. Takedown and back points in the national finals inside the last
13 seconds, yes.
So
for a national championship.
They've thrilled the Gopher fans throughout the years. So this is an interesting point in this match for me, is because Martinez has the lead, but he's known for going out there and racking it up. Does he stay aggressive, or does he really give the respect that Ness needs?
And at the end of the period, he gets 2, and he gets back points. No. He gets 2.
I know he waved twice, but that was really not a...
Jeremy Hunter and Mark Perry are saying 2, and they do, so it's 2 and 2. No, they waved it off.
Takedown.
Just a takedown. Yeah. It was at the end of the period.
Let's take a look at this real quickly here. So Martinez staying with the offense. Look at that power and strength, and right here he has points. That's close.
I think it's a good call.
Yeah, I did, but not back points.
Right. He had points and not back points.
Well, they might even... Tim, they continue to roll in that situation.
No, I know what you're saying.
He didn't really hover and come back and forth. So they're going to get a look at it. You know, these officials get hyped up too. So look at the power of Martinez. And
he was looking at the clock. He knew he only had 5 seconds. He went for it.
And he still went for it.
Yep.
So that decision mentally that he has to make. Now, Ness put himself there and continued to roll. That looked pretty close.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I don't know that they'll overturn it. Very impressive on Martinez's shot. I mean, going for it with 5 seconds when he looked up at the clock.
Look up at the clock, says, do I have enough time to do this? I'm in the right position. Do I go? And so we've talked before, is he going to have respect for Ness? So we'll see what the call is.
Says a lot about his perspective and mentality right there. They keep the 2 points takedown, so it's unanswered too at the end of the first period. We're beginning the second period. Dylan Ness chooses down. Martinez, the freshman, undefeated, on top 4-1.
Martinez will work on those hips, working the mat returns, loves to go ahead and lift guys with the fantastic finish. The seat belt position is one of his favorites, but Ness is difficult and dangerous in there, so he's a strong man himself.
Ness with 37 career pins, tied for 8th on the Gophers all-time list.
Yeah, already a minute 18 of riding time amassed, so if you don't want to go under Ness later on in the match, you don't have to. So, the question I have is that will Ness go back to his low-level shot? He's got a nice shot to that left leg of Martinez. He doesn't appear to be looking for it right now. See, he's reaching. Martinez is reaching with that, and he's not in a position to shoot.
Martinez won a Midlands championship as a freshman this year.
Having a difficult time with that underhook. That underhook right there is just giving Ness a hard time.
Both these guys have James Green number this year. Dylan Ness has won beaten.
Look at this. Double underhook. Comes in this now. This is an advantage position here for Ness, but he quickly decides to go ahead and back out.
Knows where he's at.
Yep. Yeah, one little move forward there for Martinez, and he definitely respected Ness in that situation and got straight out of bounds.
4-1. The shots, real shots for in favor of Martinez.
There's a nice low-level shot we talked about off of the whistle.
The freshman looking really sharp here in the first 2 periods.
He's engaging, and then he's backing out at the right time when he feels Ness really coming for something that he's comfortable in, right? So this is 20 seconds left. Martinez was able to score off that left-handed underhook. Let's see if he goes back to it in a short time.
Approaching 10 seconds. Isaiah Martinez, one of a couple of California kids in the finals from Lemoore, California. His parents are watching BTN right now. They're out in California watching this match, and their son is ahead 4-1.
And Illinois corner is definitely telling him to go down. So, you know, I like this call at this point. This is about trying to win a national championship.
It's 4-2.
Yep.
4-2 with that escape in that second period. He said 4-1. It's 4-2.
He wants to feel what Ness is like. The corner is asking Martinez to go down in this situation. He wants to be able to go ahead, give him the confidence that he can get out from underneath in a pressure situation.
And the problem that most freshmen have is getting out from underneath. There's a snatch single and takedown. 2 for Martinez from Illinois.
That's a strong man. When you take a guy off of his feet like that and control the way he comes down in impressive fashion,
it was a 2-point lead for Martinez when he started down. All of a sudden it's up to 4.
Well,
he's ahead 7-3.
Trust me, this is not going to end like this. I mean, they're not going to end in defeat. This is a 7-3 match at this point in time. Dylan Ness will not go down with this. He will do something big to get himself back in this match if he can.
And we know he can.
Yeah.
He's shown it before.
But he's had a difficult time with that left-handed underhook. And Martinez has been able to jack it up and pop his hips in and then come back down to the legs. And so far, Ness has not had anything for him on the feet.
Ness was not in the lineup when Minnesota and Illinois met earlier. And so this is the first time they've met. And Martinez.
There it is!
Whoa! And 2 points, Martinez.
And he just covers the hips so well. He understands what he's doing there. There's going to go off the mat, but
breaks away. Jeremy Hunter, NCAA champion of Penn State in his day, longtime assistant coach there, exhorting Isaiah Martinez. Step back in there, 40 seconds left, plenty of time for the always dangerous Dylan Ness. But he's trailing by 5, and riding time is Martinez's favor.
Well, now it's difficult for Ness to get Martinez to push into him. Club that, could come with the bear hug. Now he's going to come through, trying to roll him through.
Fights it off.
Martinez just stays low on him. He doesn't push into him, and he pushes himself back lower on the body. And notice how he's taking the feet off the mat.
Yes, he just punched the hips there. Didn't stay close at all.
And then takes the feet off the mat. All of Ness's techniques work when his feet are on the mat.
11-5 with riding time.
This is, you know, not many people could do this because of Ness's style. This is very well coached for this moment.
The freshman, another one. First, Tomasello from Ohio State. Now, the Fighting Illini's Isaiah Martinez, a Big Ten champion for Jim Heffernan and the Fighting Illini.